Hey guys, welcome to the start of the SC25 Borussia Dortmund Career Mode here. And if you wondered what happened to the Man United series, then I might have posted a video yesterday explaining what happened to that series about like the whole save file issue that happens on Career Mode, where like if you have to save checkpoints, then you can't load the game because then it saves it as like a different save file or a profile, whatever it is, and you can't actually physically load the game. You have to delete all your save data and lose everything. Basically, that's what I had to do to be able to play this game again and make content for you. I had to delete all my save files, everything like that, anything in Career Mode, player equipment, etc. I had to delete and restart because there was a glitch that happens. It's been in the game for like a month. I've seen it all over the EA forums where they try to figure it out, and there's not been a reply from EA. There's not been anything from EA to try and fix it, seemingly. So I had to restart everything. I've had to delete the Man United series. I had to delete the Man City one we did. I had to delete the rebuild that I was filming for you guys, etc. And yeah, that's fun. No, not just because I was using the save checkpoints and stuff like that. That is fun. Let's move into something positive, though. Let's move into the Dortmund series and check out their team and take Dortmund from bottling the Champions League 2-0 lead against Real Madrid to winning the Champions League and making it the best team in Germany once again. All right, so here's the team at the start of the Dortmund Career Mode here with Guirassy up front, obviously in real life. Their most recent game they played Pascal Gross and CDM and also Banner against on the left. But we're going to start Adeyemi down the left in the series with Banner against getting a bunch of chances in the team as well. And possibly in the future, Adeyemi could become a striker. We could move to a two-striker formation to get by in the team alongside Adeyemi in the future. Or maybe Adeyemi will play right mid if we do so. Daniel Martin in real life is looking likely to leave Dortmund in the near future to the Premier League, to like Liverpool. Or Man United, or maybe Arsenal could go in for him, as he is a former Arsenal youth academy player, so he could go back to London. And Metch and Emre Can will be our midfielders, and we need to actually change our Metch's tactical preset, well, tactics. As you see, this is the way the team's going to line up for now. Anyway, into the way they play into a holding midfielder, so they can just hold the midfield, and they can get forward as well if they need him to do so. But that's the way the team's going to line up. There's it with the ball as well, with Adeyemi Martin getting very forward, with Guirassy as a poacher, because if we put him into like advanced forward, etc., he does get a link break thing, so it's not going to fit the cell basically if we put him in anything else. But Guirassy will get a chance in the first team. If he doesn't perform, then we'll put Adeyemi up front most slightly and put Banner against back down the left, or something like maybe Marlon up front and Adeyemi down the right, so we can cut it in his left. But that's a team, and I might make a few transfers because we do have a kind of weak bench when you look at it. We do barely have any like good backup players, especially for the defence. We've got some young talents which we could give a chance to, or maybe loan out for the season. But other than Yan Couto, who's not the best defensively, we don't have any like fullbacks other than obviously Kaba here, the young defender, 18 years of age. But we could use him, we could loan him out, etc. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But that's a team, and yeah, let me know down below for chances we should make. Alright, so as you can see for the left back role here, we've got a bunch of players that you guys can decide on who we should sign in the comments down below. Obviously, also drop your other transfer suggestions in the comments down below. Obviously, we need to sign Yan Couto on a permanent deal, just like he has done Robert. I think that'll be a season 2 thing, because right now, if we bring in a left back, it's going to cost a good amount of money. We possibly won't be able to buy Yan Couto on a permanent deal up until next season, which is something we might have to look into right now anyway, and get that done. But for the left back role, got Max Mittelstadt, who had a great season for Stuttgart, and had a great Euros for Germany, a former Career Mode talent player that I used to like back in the day. And a player that I'm kind of glad is getting some acknowledgement these days for his work that he's putting in his career, etc. We also have Luca Netz, who's a good young talent at left back, 21 years of age. Obviously, I don't know what potential he has these days. He doesn't have a potential to tag, but I feel like he's still a good player. Considering he's 74 rated at 21 years of age, he should be still decent. As a good backup left back, he would be pretty good. We have Tom Roth as well, who I kind of thought was a Dortmund player. If I'm not mistaken, he was a Dortmund talent. I'm not sure if they sold him to Union Berlin, but if he was a Dortmund player, we can bring him back to Dortmund to play the left back role. 6'4". Oh no, what was he, a Hoffenheim player? Or am I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else. We do have Krese, who was too important, so he's not a player we should sign. We've got Ike Nuri, who would be a lot of our money. We only have 40 million to spend, so he would cost us about half of our money, if not more, to bring him in from Wolves to be our first team left back. He would be the first team left back ahead of Ryerson probably, and Ryerson would have been back up. We also have Victor Christensen from Leicester here, the young Dane, would be a good player for us. Obviously a cheaper player, a good young talent, playing for Leicester in the Premier League these days, is a decent player. We also have Kieran Tierney, a player obviously being a backup player these days at Arsenal, been out injured for a little bit, but obviously he is still a decent player. Good pace about him, good defensive stats, a good around player. Would fit the Dortmund style at wing back pretty well. So let me know if you started him. And also Ben Chilwell is a player in a similar boat to Kieran Tierney. A player who's been out injured, the current backup That is club player that's been out of favour for a while now. We could bring one of these to win, or one of the younger talents we have on the shortlist there, and make them our first team left back and take them to the top of football with us. Let's get into this career mode. Play our first game with the team we have, and you'll also drop your overtran suggestions down below on which one of these left backs we should sign down below. All right, so before we get into our second game and the final game of the episode against Werder Bremen on the dead-end day, we thought I'd actually test the waters with a transfer fee for 29 million with Man City for Jan Couto, and they actually have accepted it. Let's get into the contract negotiations with Jan Couto himself and try to get him here on a permanent deal. Just like I mentioned, he has signed for Dortmund IRL for 9 million cheaper than he has in this series. But you know what it is, we've got 24 million left to spend on a new left back next episode and whatever other positions we think we should sign in the future here. But let's get into the contract negotiations. Obviously, no release clause. And in terms of the wages, he's going to want a hefty amount. Am I going with 60k? Is that too much? I feel like 60k should be enough to get him to sign. Let's offer him 60k here at Dortmund and see what Jan Couto says to this contract we are putting on the table. And he's actually accepted it. So Jan Couto here has signed for Borussia Dortmund for 29 million here. I'm going to get the animation of him joining the team here, walking through the doors. He was on loan here, but obviously Man City have sold him to Dortmund IRL. So we brought the 5'6". That's a mental height difference there between Gregor Kobel and Jan Couto. But yeah, Jan Couto joins us here for 29 million, 60k a week. Our new right back, obviously, we could go to a three-at-the-back formation in the future, or maybe turn into a right wing back and play that kind of formation, obviously. But as a wing back, he does great for us. He got an assist in the first game. Let's get into the one against Werder Bremen, and hopefully he can continue his great form that he showed up against Frankfurt and proves as worthwhile as signing him. All right, so here's the lineup for Werder Bremen here. We have made one change to our team, which is going to be Nicolas Sula into the back line. But obviously, they've got the likes of Bittencourt, Navigator, also a player that I saw, the Mitchell Weiser, some more well-known players in the world of football that have been around for a while, and some good players on the bench. Let's check out our team. As you'll see here, we only made the one change with Gregor Kobel in goal. Sula, Schotterbeck, Reisen, and Jan Couto, Emre Can, Nemetcha, Brandt, Adeyemi Marlin, and then Grassi up front again with Bayer coming to the bench at some point in this game as well. The benches is saying, let's get into this one against Werder Bremen and hope we get a second win from our second game. Adeyemi with his pacer driving through. Can we get another quick start here? Adeyemi hits at the keeper that makes the save. Could have possibly got closer to the goal there. That's a good start though. Adeyemi with a strike, saved by the keeper, but that's a poor pass there. Emre Brandt, Julian Brandt from range. The shot saved from the keeper. The poor start for Werder Bremen in this one, giving away two big chances straight away. Now Adeyemi on the corner here. I'm going to have to put Julian Brandt on these. Not sure why he isn't, but Schotterbeck's header is wide. Oh no. Schmidt plays it through here. To the striker Mateo Joseph. There's Nicolas Sula in there, but Mateo Joseph still has the ball, and Sula, what is going on here? Okay, they've not scored from that somehow. I have no idea what's really going on there. It was just a mad scramble for the ball then. It shouldn't have been. It should have been composed, but for some reason it wasn't. Emre Can, a great ball looking for Marlin. Can he get ahead of this defender here? Somehow he hasn't done so in this game. Grassi now left foot from range. Grassi hits it and it's wide. Schmidt now to Mitchell Advisor, another former talent. Okay, Reisen got stuck on the other player there. Mitchell Advisor runs through. Kobel, good save. Okay, Alvaro here. Down here to Gruhl. Sula is literally like a truck. Getting off the mark there, but that's good defending from Schotterbeck. Metra in here. Putting Brandt now forward into Grassi. Grassi now, one touch, sets it, shoots and finds the bottom corner. It's a great strike there from Grassi. There's a second goal in his second game of the season. He should be a great player for us in this series, especially for season 1 at least. Maybe in season 2 we sign a different striker, or maybe go with Bayer and go for a more versatile striker than just an out-and-out target forward like Grassi is. But obviously, as you can see, he's got a bit of pace about him, 69 pace. Isn't slow, but it's not amazing for a striker. But he gets him behind there, scores a goal, and makes it 1-0 here up against Werder Bremen. Had a lot of room there and made them pay for giving him that much space. 10 years. There's Navigator. Hits it from range, and Kobel has to parry. Coming forward. Actually held up Emre Can there somehow. Okay, he's got to drive through here. He's one-on-one with Gregor Kobel. The Schotterbeck comes over, good defender, but he still has the boy, he's got to score. No, he put it wide. I'm not too sure when my defenders feel like they're in mud when I try track back, but you know, an ultimate team, it feels like players like Nicolas Sula can chase down a 90-odd pace Mbappe pretty quickly. But Daniel Martin's in here. Daniel Martin is right, hits it and scores. We had a scare at one end, but we score at the other. You have to see it. We might have to change around the defensive tactics a little bit. I'm not too sure why we're so vulnerable defensively against a team like Real Madrid, Bayern, and some other big teams. They're going to make us they're going to punish us like Leverkusen and Leipzig in the Bundesliga. They will score against us with the way we're playing right now. But luckily we had Frankfurt and Werder Bremen, who have not been the best going forward. But that's a great shot there from Daniel Martin to score, to make it 2-0 here and give us a 2-goal cushion in this one. I don't like this. Schotterbeck goes in again, love that from him. Emre Can into Grassi. Grassi now looking for Adeyemi in the overlap here. Okay, Adeyemi is through here. Adeyemi to Grassi to make it free. Grassi, there we go. That's the second of the game for him. And then assist for Adeyemi. on the 65th minute mark. We grab a 3-goal lead, and Grassi scores again. Despite us having bad defensive form right now, I feel like we've not been great defensively. We've not conceded a goal. I might have just jinxed us massively and cursed it. But obviously some great goalkeeping from Gregor Kobel and some decent defending from the likes of Schlotterbeck, etc. More some incredible defending from Schlotterbeck and some decent defending from the rest have helped us out. But Grassi with his second, that'll be his final involvement. Going to bring a Bayer for the final few moments of the game here. Bring on Bino Gittins for Adeyemi. Bring on Gio Reyna as well down the right, see what he can do. And Sabitzer in the camera, why not? And I might even bring on this guy, whose name I'm not going to attempt to pronounce, he does actually go down in the CDM role. So, you know what, we'll take off a Mecha and bring him on and see what he can do. You never know, he might do something good. And to Gio Reyna, the lone spell at Nottingham Forest, didn't really do much there. Now here's Jan Couto, the Brazilian. Gets it inside here too. Massimilian Bayer, shot blocked by Navigator though. It's something else this game, man, at times. Come on, can you play that pass? 65 rated. What a through ball from him. In here to back. Where? Okay. I told him to do a fake shot there and he literally just left the ball. Good change in there from Banner Gittins. Bayer, oh, loved that from Bayer. Could he score at the end of it? Bayer shoots, the keeper saves, falls. 2, Gio Reyna. The American makes it 4. I wish Bayer scored, to be honest. That was a great cut inside from Bayer with a bit of skill. But not Jan Couto, Gio Reyna scores there. A player that obviously wasn't a big talent a few years ago. It's kind of just fell by the wayside in the past couple of seasons. But maybe with a score here, he can kickstart his career once again and bring the hype back up about him. Because at one point he was linked to a bunch of Premier League teams. And nowadays he's not really linked to, well, he's not even in like that much. He's not being used by Dortmund that much, from what I've seen anyway. Good change in there from the 65 rated midfielder and drift away as well. Look that from him. He's carrying the ball forward here. Massimilian Bayer, can he get inside here? Bayer, one-on-one with the keeper. This time can he get a goal here? Bayer shoots and Bayer scores to make it 5. We're on fire here in the Bundesliga. Granted, we've only faced Frankfurt and Werder Bremen, 2 decent teams that can beat it on their day. But that's a great assist there for the young midfielder. I'm going to say Watchen, maybe a Watchen. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that name. Obviously the line above the A. I'm not too sure I'm ready to go with that. And well, Watchen is what I'd say, but it's probably like Watched or something. But Bayer with the assist, well, with the goal I should say, to go a second, I believe, of the season. I think he scored in the first game as well. And Massimilian Bayer here, the backup striker to Grassi, is giving us a good conversation for the striker role, especially for next season. But that's going to be a 5-0 win. 7 goals, I believe, across 2 games. Or maybe 8, maybe it's 8, I'm not too sure. But it's 2 wins for Nerita Hinz Dortmund in the first 2 games of the season. Let's get into the menu and I'll do the outro. Also talk about potential transfers we could make. Alright, so with the 21 million we have left after bringing in Jan Couto for 29 million, we need to decide on what to do to bring in a backup left back and possibly a couple of other backup players. Actually, see, by the second team, it's not the strongest. If we do sign, well, we need to sign a left back, and I'll see if we do, and possibly a right back. Actually, I'm not too sure. No, Jan Couto would be the right back. Ryerson would be the backup to him. Would sign a left back to go there. That makes sense. Ben, to be honest, has been converted to a centre back because he actually goes up and overall. Then it would be a decent player for us in that role, as you can see, alongside Nicolas Suda in the second team. Maybe another midfielder. This guy actually was pretty good in that game we just played. Obviously, he is, how old is he? 18 years of age, 65 rated. We could give him a chance in the team. It does take him like 100 plus weeks to become a CDM. So we're going to have to work on this defensive side of his game for him to actually become a CDM in the future. But maybe he could be a future midfielder for us in this team. Also, we've got a good backup player in the Ranfield on the right. And also, Barney Gibson. Also, we've got Campbell, the American, who could be a good player. Also, Gio Reyna, as we saw in that last game, getting a big goal for himself there on that rebound that he tapped in. But the rest of the bench is looking pretty good. Also, we've got Maya as a backup goalkeeper. We've loaned out Lotka to another team for the season. But yeah, the team's looking pretty good. We've got 21 minutes to spend. Obviously, in terms of the left back role, let me know which one of these players we should sign. Obviously, we could sign a first team left back, the likes of Mittelstadt. We could bring in, it will cost us a lot of money. We have Lukinets, we have Tom Broth. We can't bring in Kreis because he's too important to the team. Ait Nuri would be too expensive. Christensen would be achievable and would be one of the cheaper players and a decent player. We also have Kieran Tierney, obviously an experienced left back, would be pretty good for us going forward, as well as Ben Chilwell, We could sign one of these two to be our left back in the team, or we could go with like Christensen, Tone Roth, Lukinet. So that's really a middle stack depending on who you guys want us to sign in the comments down below. Let me know which one of these left backs we should sign. Let's go to call it for episode 1 of the Dortmund series. Obviously, the Man United series has been discontinued due to the fact I delete all the save data and restart again due to a glitch that happens in SC25 when you use the checkpoint stage. You have to actually literally delete all your save data just to be able to play the game again. Otherwise, you get stuck on the like load up screen, and it doesn't let you go past that. So that's why the United series has been discontinued. We'll do a United series again in the future, most likely. We'll restart that one, and that'll be a few months down the line now, because obviously restarting it now would be kind of like, it'll be too soon for me to do it, because, well, it would be too soon. It wouldn't be as fun for me as opposed to doing different teams and doing something new. But yeah, let me know down below which players to sign. And let's go to call it for this one. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel when I road to 2,000 subscribers. I'll get in there. It is greatly appreciated. Also, check out the Black Ops 6 content and Ultimate Team content I post. And the Black Ops 6 content should be continuing on the second channel you can find in the description down below. And I also should be streaming it over on Twitch, so check that out as well. That'll be linked in the comment in the description down below. So thank you for watching and waffling on here. And yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.